蓝方选手内格马托夫·鲁斯塔姆松来自于俄罗斯，职业生涯战绩9战8胜1平，其中7场比赛均为终结获胜。他对手吉姆沙重量级官方排名第2，这次可以战决成11战9胜，位列历史终结榜第3名。接下来正式开启今天晚上的头条主赛。来自于中国的红方选手吉姆沙，第2回合4分41秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。Negmatov
Меня зовут Негmatov Rustamzhon, я из города Барнаула.
我是来自四川大凉山的彝族勇士吉姆沙。
砸拳，终结吗？终结吗？终结吗？我必须有动作，要有动作。
我的优势的话是我的站立技术，还有我的耐力吧。
В ударке, в борьбе я могу его превосходить. И сам бой покажет, но в себе я уверен, что я могу его и в ударке, и в борьбе победить.
听说你叫我钢铁侠，这次我要把你打成一堆废铁。
Что могу пожелать своему сопернику? Удачи и желать я ему не буду, чтобы этот бой прошел менее травмированно для нас обоих.
There he is, Iron Man Rustamzhon Negmatov, walking towards the platform, the stage here, the focus in his eyes. He is a very professional, dangerous fighter hailing from Russia. He trains at Storm Team by Alexander Shlemenko. A very, very tough fighter. We've seen him fight once in JCK. That was against Uta, one of the best in this bantamweight division, with a very dominant win in that fight, and it was exposed afterwards that he was hiding an injury when he went into that fight. So imagine what he's capable of when he's of 100% health. Stepping into the cage here for this, stepping towards the cage here for this main event fight. Russia's Rustamzhon Negmatov, with the flag over his shoulders, walks down the stairs towards the cage. We saw him make his first appearance in September when he beat Udza by decision, winning on all 3 judges' scorecards. Does have 1 loss under amateur rules, but that was 2 years ago, and he's never lost in professional rules MMA. 6 of his 8 wins have been finishes, some knockouts, some submissions, sometimes winning by decision, proving he's dangerous anywhere at any time in the fight. Woody, it's been announced that the winner of this fight will get to challenge the champion Wang Xiaoshan for his belt, and of course later on in the season, the fighters that score the most points get put in the 1 million RMB bounty competition.
And you know, we talk about how good his performance was, but like, not only does he have, he has beautiful boxing, he didn't show too much of his boxing. He took Wuza down a lot, but he is really, really well-rounded. But almost the scariest part is just the size of him. A huge bantamweight. You know, Jimuwusha normally towers over his opponent, and his height is 172, where Rustamzhon is 176, but look at the frame on him. I asked him earlier when I saw him ran into the elevator, I'm like, what are you weighing now? He's almost, you know, he's almost back up to 70 kilograms. He's a really, really big bantamweight. And there is his opponent, Jimuwusha, born and raised in Liangshan. This E-native is 27 years old, has started his career in Sanda, but he is such a well-rounded fighter. He has 11 first-round finishes, and since he made the move to Longyuan Fight Club in Harbin, he has only had 2 losses, and both were the champions, Wang Xiaoshang and Du Li. One could say that he is the gatekeeper of the bantamweight division. He has amazing striking, slick submissions, and let's not forget, after all his experience, he is a mature fighter. However, he is fighting the new boogeyman of the bantamweight division. Originally, this matchup was scheduled for Du Li, but Jimuwusha stepped in and to welcome Negmatov to the upper echelon of the JCK roster. Jimusha needs to avoid the wrestling and try utilize his striking to pick apart the Russian. Even though Jimusha is great off his back, I don't think anybody wants to be under Negmatov's grinding top game, which we saw him utilize against Wudze in his last fight. He has great top game, dangerous submissions, and this is a very, very good matchup. I think the biggest threat for Jimusha is the wrestling prowess of Rustamzhon.
Well, there's definitely a divide. You know, Wang Xiaoshang, Du Li, they are very competitive in fights against each other. Jimusha must be third in the rank, but there is still a significant difference in skill level and power between Jimusha and those 2 higher-ranked bantamweights. We saw that when Du Li took him apart last year. Jimusha, of course, has learned from the experience. He wants to come back stronger than ever. But before he gets a chance at Wang Xiaoshang, he needs to go through the Iron Man, Negmatov, tonight. Easier said than done. I always cheer for the Southpaw, but this is going to be a tough win for Jimuwusha, I'll tell you that.
Well, I think if Jimuwusha can keep the fight at range, that's his best path to success. I am not saying that Negmatov has bad striking at all. I just see that is where Jimusha has the best chance and where the fight will be very, very competitive. We saw the tattoo of Negmatov. He's got a Tyson on his ribcage. And let's see how it goes. First bump between these 2 warriors, and this is our main event.
Let's take a look at how these 2 main event fighters stack up. Reach advantage favoring Jimuwusha.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event of this evening. This moment is a truly I'll be waiting for. We are live in JCK Arena from Shanxi, China. It's 5 rounds, 5 minutes. Mixed martial art contest. It's JCK MMA Fight Night Bantamweight Division. And now the official ready. Fighters are in the octagon. Fighter fans, are you ready? It's time! Introducing first, fighter at the blue corner. Mixed martial artist, holding professional record. 9 fights, 8 wins, 1 loss. He stands 176 centimeters tall, weighing 132 pounds, age 28, fighting out of Siberia, Russia. I give you the Iron Man, Negmatov, Rustamzhon. Now, introducing his opponent, fighter at the red corner. He stands 172 centimeters tall, weighing 135 pounds, age 27. This man is Sanda fighter, holding professional record, 25 fights, 22 wins, 3 losses. Fighting out of Sichuan, China. I give you China Supernova Jimuwusha. The referee who charged in this octagon is Mr. Wang Jinggang. Good luck to our fighters.
Watch the back hand. Watch your finger. Watch your block. Okay? Back. Back. Block. Judge. Time. Ready? Fight.
Negmatov in the blue and Jimusha in the red.
Jimusha in the southpaw stance. Negmatov opens up early with a kick attempt. Caught by Jimusha. Negmatov looks considerably bigger than Jimusha here on fight night. Of course, yesterday they both weighed in on weight at 61
Nice
kilos.
little short little hook from Jimusha. Negmatov very aggressive here.
Negmatov scoring with some hard blows here. They clinch up against the cage wall. Is Negmatov's plan to take this fight to the ground, perhaps? I think that's where Jimusha is less dangerous. Good work from Jimusha to keep his balance, but Negmatov gets the takedown. He's doing what he can to control Jimusha. Beautiful underhook here. Jimusha, is he going to be able to pry his way out of this takedown attempt? Negmatov wraps up the leg there with his own legs. Jimusha looking to pry his way on top in this ground exchange. So far, Negmatov's been able to manage to control on top here. But there it is. Jimusha gets the reversal, but now Negmatov grabs the single leg.
Man, Negmatov is doing so good at just we saw that against Jimusha as well.
Against Wuta.
Wuta.
Well, they are teammates, so Jimusha has the advantage of spending time with Wuta and listening to his first-hand account of his fight with Negmatov. Will that help Jimusha in this battle? It definitely will. Will it help enough to win the fight? We'll find out soon enough.
It's a very interesting defense that Jimusha is doing here. Underhook with the head inside, reaching across.
I believe that grip is called the 100% in no-gi jiu-jitsu.
The 100%. Well, it worked for him currently only 50%, but man, Jimusha does have a good guard. I just don't know if he'll be able to. Man, it feels like Negmatov has really slick jiu-jitsu as well.
Negmatov's grappling is no joke.
And he trains with a really good team. That team Alexander Shlemenko, is a very, very strong team. I love Shlemenko as a fighter. He's a really had so many professional fights in the 50s, I believe.
Jimusha trying to torque out that Kimura. Negmatov keeping a tight control. I think he's grabbing his shorts there, which is legal if it's your own shorts.
But also, you know, Jimusha needs to be careful, because if Negmatov gets his right foot out, his right leg out of that half guard, he can step over and do exactly what Hu did early on the card and reverse that Kimura.
You could hear a pin drop here in the JCK International Fight Center. The crowd is silent, focused on this fight.
Jimusha lets go of that. And This is Negmatov's game. Oh, this is very good.
Oh, Jimusha's got the Kimura. Look at the crank on that.
Oh, he's really cranking.
Look at this,
gonna
Negmatov
be able
trying
to
to
come
save
out?
it. He looks fine right now, but man, that looks dangerous.
Is he going to be able to keep that grip? He's got the grip. Is Jimusha going to be able to?
Interesting strategy from Jimusha. I don't know if that was the right decision. Anyways, look at this. Now Negmatov is going for a leg lock. He's defended that Kimura, and he's on the submission attack himself.
Now it's Jimusha on top. Does a knee cut. And Jimusha does have slick jiu-jitsu.
Look at this, Jimusha hunting that throat. Is he gonna get a choke here? It looks like Negmatov has been able to shook him off that back, and he's slowly working his way towards the top position. Will he succeed, or will Jimusha recover a dominant position?
He's going back to the Kimura again. Back to Kimura, but he doesn't have, he needs to scoot his hips out a little bit. Looking for a Kimura reversal. Nice little hammer fist there.
Clock runs down. What an exciting first round. Who do you give it to? What do you...
Wow, that's a good question. Because, you know, yeah, I think Jimusha. Because even though Negmatov got the takedown, he didn't really do too much.
Садиться не будет? Растрясти что-нибудь? Все нормально. В принципе, у тебя все выходило в стойке. Ну, и в партере нормально.
Plays from that opening round. There's a nice right hook there from Jimusha. Negmatov gets that takedown. Jimusha working to reverse the situation, did temporarily, but wasn't able to capitalize on that position. Then there was this near submission. But the thing is, although it looked really dangerous, the expression on Negmatov's face was like it wasn't a big deal at all.
Yeah, he was beautiful what he did. What he did is when he was in that tribune, you should see his right hand. He placed it on the hip of Jimusha, not allowing him to change his angle to finish that Kimura. Now he comes up running forward and, oh, nice kick. How long before we see him shoot for the double leg again?
Spinning back fist attempt there.
Oh, looks like he might be going for a guillotine here.
Transitioning into the takedown, but Jimusha's got the head. Oh, he's got to let go of that takedown here, or he's going to end up eating a Von Flue choke.
Pushing the hips.
Even after that close call in round one, Negmatov seems to believe that his best chance of winning is here on the ground. I'm not sure.
Now he goes back to the half guard when his neck is so deep.
That was a good choice. We'll find out soon enough as this second round unfolds.
That back fist from Negmatov is a team storm. He goes for this again. Jimusha.
Jimusha's got that Kimura again.
He needs to get the angle. Jimusha needs to change the angle.
Negmatov brings his body against the cage wall, kind of closing the door, making it difficult for Jimusha to torque that Kimura.
Jimusha,
he's just not letting go of that grip. Shang Jifa in the corner of Jimusha, watching carefully. You know Shang Jifa is a very experienced fighter and a submission expert himself. Negmatov peppering with elbows and hammer fists to the rib area. Jimusha finally lets go of that Kimura.
He needs to be careful that he doesn't get Kimura himself. Look at the grip. Negmatov lets go, looks for the underhook. Butterfly hooks here from Jimusha. Can he kick Negmatov off and try to get back to his feet?
Jimusha looks focused.
Very calm. He does have some nice triangles from the bottom as well. Like I said, Jimusha is a great guard, but Negmatov so calm in his top game. Very, very technical with his defenses so far, but been close a couple of times.
Jimusha kicks off. Negmatov firing kicks to the thighs. He's got to watch for those up kicks.
Nice kick to the thigh as well from Jimusha. Goes to the body.
hard kick there, roundhouse kick to the thigh from Negmatov in the top position. Follows through after a punch and ends up in side control. Look at this, Jimusha going for that Kimura again.
On the other side.
Negmatov trying to punch his way out of this grip.
So already cleared the elbow, should be safe here from that. Jimusha has to be careful. He could get countered here, but his cage, the cage is on his backside, so not that easy.
Negmatov trying to pry out a Kimura of his own. Jimusha needs to be very careful from this position.
Jimusha can roll up, reverse here. If he can scoot the other way, roll up, connect his hands and roll through. He needs to be careful here.
Jimusha trying to fight from this deep half guard position. I think as long as he keeps his back on the mat, he doesn't have to worry
This is
about
the way he should go, yes.
Powers up to the top position. Negmatov trying to keep his balance.
Negmatov looks at the referee. Still has that Kimura. Now exchanging again.
Negmatov looking to take this fight to the ground again. Jimusha on his feet temporarily. Now he's
Jimusha
trying
is fishing for the back.
Yes, trying to slide his way around to the back, but Negmatov doing a fantastic job of keeping him pressed against the cage wall, making it difficult to achieve the technique he's going for.
Not so much damage done with the ground and pound, but it feels like a constant threat by both these guys for finishing at any moment.
Just over 30 seconds
Back to the
remaining
Kimura
in
again.
this second round.
Can Jimusha pop the arm across the head on the wrong side?
Negmatov with a tight grip on the waist there, making it really difficult for Jimusha to move around. Jimusha and Negmatov scoring with some punches there as the clock runs down. Negmatov hoping for a finish here from top position. I think that was a very convincing round for Negmatov.
Good round from the Russian, yeah.
It might be 2 rounds to none for Negmatov, or 1 round each. Either way, I'm sure both fighters
Продолжать бой.
Very focused. Here we see that spinning back fist and he falls. But he immediately scraps into that single leg.
Seconds up. Ready? Fight!
Round 3. This is the final round on the card tonight. Oh, nice counter from Jimuwusha.
Jimusha, I believe, is most dangerous on the feet. That doesn't mean he can't get knocked out by Negmatov. This is a very even matchup so far, Woody.
Very close.
Both on the feet and on the ground. I do believe Negmatov has the advantage so far in this fight, but it's close.
Negmatov's very aggressive here with the striking, but he does drop his hands a little bit when he throws those big hooks.
Jimusha on the attack with a straight, backing up Negmatov.
Nice knee
now
from Jimusha.
Jimusha has Negmatov pressed against the cage wall, I believe for the first time in the fight. Negmatov looking to, fighting for underhooks there. There's a knee from Jimusha.
Jimusha is now engaging in wrestling. I'm very interested, it's very curious that this is what Jimusha is choosing to do. Another nice knee. Just double underhooks, picks him up and runs him to the cage. Don't know
Negmatov gets the fight to the ground again.
So strong by the Russian Negmatov.
Jimusha fighting to stay competitive here, get back to his feet. He's on his knee, he's back to his feet. He's wrapping up that Kimura again. Short little elbow there from against the cage wall, punches as well. Scoring with those shots, I believe. Negmatov needs to be careful. That's a slick move there where he grabs the supporting ankle.
Short little elbows here from Jimuwusha. Negmatov on the hips, trying to feed that hand through to the far side.
Jimusha got one hand on the wrist. You know what he's thinking about, Woody. He's thinking about the...
There he goes for it.
Kimura!
His third time the charm.
You got to believe that Negmatov's getting good at defending this Kimura throughout this fight.
He's doing the right thing, you know, getting his hips closer to the head, and there he slides down. Oh, this threatened for a moment there. Now, Jimusha needs to be careful. He doesn't get counted.
Jimusha, he's
full
mounted
mount.
now. Negmatov grapevines the legs. First, he's focusing on control. That's a wise move, not to get too reckless. Control the position. Once it's secure, then go to score points.
Jimusha already recovering guard. Slick guard from Jimusha. Only 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this fight. Going for that shoulder crunch again.
Jimusha looking for a way out of this bottom position. Oh, he's threatening a
this
triangle
is good.
here.
He has a very good triangle. Can he cinch this up, or will Negmatov fight out of this? He's got to keep him close. Transfer the grips. Can he keep him close to him? Change the grip to the shin.
Just over 1 minute remaining in this fight. Time is running out for both fighters.
Gets his hand back in, does Negmatov.
I believe.
Oh, nice kick.
I believe it's the pressures on Jimusha to do something in this final minute of the fight.
I agree with you.
Jimusha gets to his feet. Jimusha looking to pry his way out of this grip, but it's Negmatov that gets what he wants. He brings the fight to the ground. Jimusha looking again to reverse with that underhook. But so far, Negmatov's been able to control the position here on top. 30 seconds now remaining in this fight. Will it be a victory for Negmatov?
Negmatov so dominant in this top position. Only 15 seconds left. There we hear that 10 seconds clapper. Oh!
Negmatov fires up a big kick to the face as Jimusha stands to his feet, and that's the final bell. We'll go to the judges' decisions and see who gets the win. My card has Negmatov. Woody, who do you got?
Yeah, I think I'm with you on this one, but let's see if the judges agree with us.
Я с ноги молодец, в конце попал, хорошо включился. Пока выигрываешь, ты все время сверху.
Let's look at some of the highlights from this fight. Wait a second, this is a 5-rounder.
This is a 5-rounder. Oh my goodness, Vaughn.
We're going to the championship rounds. Ha! I thought it was curtains for Jimusha. He's still got a chance in this fight.
Seconds up.
Negmatov does look fresh. Can Jimusha do something in round number 4 and 5? Negmatov running to the middle, putting that pressure. Lots of fakes here. How long before Negmatov shoots? Nice kick.
Negmatov's done well with that kick in this fight, and of course the Here he
There
goes,
is, picks
picking
him up.
Jimusha up. Jimusha's looking for a guillotine though.
Does he have, I don't think he's got it tight enough. That head looks to be a little bit loose.
Jimusha's trying to crank in this arm in guillotine. It's hard to tell from this position how dangerous it is. It looks like,
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna pop out.
Jimusha abandons that submission attempt, focusing on defense now.
Negmatov stacking, shelving that leg of Jimusha. Very difficult to get up with your leg. As I've said in earlier fights, look, wrist control again from Jimusha, but the pressure relentless from the Russian. Working the body, working the head. Very quiet here, cage side. Everybody enthralled. What's going to happen? Expecting the finish, waiting for both of these fighters to explode to the next piece of action.
It's either by the way the fight is unfolding or just the experience of these two warriors, but both of them seem still very fresh.
It's you know, the way they're fighting, it's so calculated what they're doing, both of them. But the power of Negmatov is really obvious.
Negmatov transitioning to the top here. He was in half guard momentarily, looking for the back, but Jimusha fought his way out of it, and he's back to the butterfly guard from the bottom.
Can Jimusha is looking for some butterfly sweeps.
Look at that,
Nice,
how beautiful work, but wasn't able to
Negmatov-
hold on to it.
Yeah,
Negmatov immediately reversed it, and he's back in the top position.
And Negmatov's just so strong, he just pops right back. And the pressure from Negmatov, relentless. Jimusha needs to do something slowly. His gas is going to deplete. We said that he looks fresh, but surely it's more taxing being on the bottom of this kind of pressure.
Well, remember too, Negmatov is spending a lot of energy with those takedowns and this top control. You can see obviously he must have cut more weight yesterday. Is quite a bit bigger than Jimusha here on fight day. Look at the grimace on Jimusha's face. He's exhausted.
Holding the hips there. Is he going to go? See, he's trying to do a set out.
Negmatov looking for the back. Jimusha back to his feet. He's pressed his own back against the cage wall, trying to keep Negmatov away from that back control.
And Negmatov has a very nice gut wrench there. Powerful. There's Jimusha looking for the Kimura again. Can he explode? There he goes. He pops, but couldn't get the arm past the hip again. Jimusha needs to keep that leg trapped. See him holding that far side leg. Let's go over it now.
Jimusha peppering, trying to distract Negmatov with those little punches from the bottom there. Look, that arm goes free now. You gotta wonder what Negmatov's thinking. Look at this, heavy hips from Negmatov, crushing those legs of Jimusha as he fights off this, what, 6th Kimura attempt, and he succeeds.
I'm curious why Jimusha hasn't tried to go into some leg entries. We know his team has very good leg locks. They like to leg lock at Team Longyuan, but almost no attempts to go into leg entanglements from Jimusha. And it's Negmatov on top right at the end of the fight. Another dominant round by Negmatov. It feels like he's gaining momentum as the rounds go by.
Ой, ты на нем сидишь, бьешь, все хорошо. Каждые 30 секунд, хорошо, все. Ноги, руки. Давай.
Let's have a
Давай
look.
сначала грудь.
Look at that beautiful takedown. Total control. Gut wrench to the side. What do you say to Jimuwusha if you're in his corner right now?
Well,
Jump, spinning elbow. Flying knee. Flying knee.
maybe, like, I'm not even kidding, like, make it a little bit dirty. Make it a bit,
Crazy.
yeah, a little bit crazy, you know? I think that it's now or never. He's not going to win this fight on points, if you ask me.
Look at Negmatov. He's chanting in his own corner.
I'd like to see Jimusha's spinning heel kick. He did well
Very
with that.
loose.
Oh, finally, Jimusha had a chance to get on top, but Negmatov was too slick, lost his balance. Jimusha jumped on top, but quickly Negmatov got to his knees, got the single leg, and this is where we are now.
Jimusha is trying to roll.
30 секунд прошло.
Jimusha is trying to fight his leg free.
But you see Negmatov grabbing that far side ankle, making it very hard for him to base out. He's just going to push him over. Yep. And there we see Jimusha going back to that Kimura. As he loses power, as they sweat more and more, it'll be easier for Negmatov to slip that elbow out. But, you know, you can never sleep on a submission. One lapse of focus, and that could be a submission finish. Oh, there he is.
Jimusha's finally got it. Is he going to be able to finish this Kimura?
Can he crank it more?
Unbelievable. Negmatov
He's
is
holding
fighting.
onto-
He gets away from that Kimura again. Look at this. And Jimusha is right back at it, looking for that Kimura again. Still
Look
over
how
3 minutes
fast-
in this fight.
Look how fast Negmatov pops back up and re-engages with the wrestling.
Well, Negmatov can do a instructional video on Kimura escapes after this fight. He's done it several times already.
He's going for the back now. Is Jimuwusha? Can he get the back?
Jimusha looking to put those hooks in to control the back. Needs to be a bit careful here. Negmatov's going to shook him off and get back on top if Jimusha is not careful.
Jimusha is working. He's got one hook in. That's a good sign. Negmatov defending the hands very powerfully there.
2 минуты 30 секунд.
Jimusha
Jimusha to
focused.
climb back up onto the back. He's gonna, if he goes to the Kimura, don't think that's the recipe for success. Already almost off the back. Can he get the back again?
Nearing the final 2-minute mark of this fight. 5th round, 2 championship rounds have been added to this matchup. And Negmatov's lead, in my opinion, has grown since the first round, round after round. But this is a great round for Jimusha so far.
Oh,
beautiful
beautiful
knee!
Nice sprawl from Jimusha.
Jimusha's making a comeback here. Does he have enough time? Popping, jumping knee there, but it does not affect Negmatov. He continues.
Nice defense there from Jimusha. Can he slide his leg out? Almost got his knee out. There he goes, tries to spin around. But look at Negmatov. Negmatov just wrestles back, re-engages on the single leg. Is he going to get Jimusha down again? The endurance, the tenacity of the Russian Negmatov is just too formidable.
There's a really good argument for people that want to defend jiu-jitsu from the knees in this fight. There's been some tremendous work from Negmatov from the kneeling position in this fight. Jimusha again trying to crank that Kimura as Negmatov climbs up towards the mount. Inside the final minute, you know, Jimusha's had his moments. He's come close, but
there he goes again.
won't cut it.
Here he goes again. Kicking the thigh. Is Negmatov holding his own hand with that other hand? I can't see. No, he's not. Jimusha might be able to go for the back.
There he is, popping up to the back. He's fighting for the throat now, trying to maybe hammer out a TKO.
Oh, he might be in here.
Look at this, Jimusha's cranking that rear naked choke, but it looks like Negmatov's defending well. 10 seconds left in this fight. Is he gonna be able to torque out this neck crank from that position? Negmatov fights it off, and that's how the fight will end. We'll go to a scorecard.
Wow, what a finish. Tough as nails, both these fighters. Kind of dominant performance by Negmatov, but still Jimuwusha stayed in it and was a constant threat throughout the 5 rounds. Negmatov speaking to the camera there. Very emotional, exhausted. Jimusha is up on the cage, celebrating. I'm not sure if he's a little bit overconfident there. My opinion is that the Russian won the fight, but let's have a look what the judges say.
At best, on my scorecard, it's 3 rounds to 2 for Negmatov, if not 4 rounds to 1.
Yeah, personally, I think it's 4-1, but Negmatov is exhausted. He poured his heart into this fight. Both these guys, absolute warriors. Let's see what the judges are gonna say on the scorecard.
After 5 rounds, tough fight. We have the final official decision. 1号裁判46比49 ，Judge number 1 46-49。2号裁判46比49 ，Judge number 2 46-49。3号裁判46比49 ，Judge number 3 46-49。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定。冷风胜 For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting Russia. The blue corner, Negmatov, the Iron Man, Rustamzhon.
Negmatov 打得很精彩，我想问一下他满不满意
Is he satisfied with the result?
Ты доволен результатом?
Всех китайских фанатов GCK приветствую. Честно сказать, я никогда не готов с своими боями, потому что в голове, когда я уже пересматриваю, перекручиваю, я понимаю, над какими мне аспектами нужно работать. Вот в прошлом бою я на разминке потянул тазобедренную ногу и не мог себя раскрыть. Сейчас в первом раунде я сломал руку по ходу. Из-за этого я тоже сильно не мог работать, поэтому где-то на характере, где-то на опыте мне удалось выиграть. Но результатом я недоволен, я знаю, что могу еще лучше.
English? Yeah. So first of all, I wanna thank for all my fans. Yes, honestly, I always not okay with my fights after fight, but after I watch my fight, I can see my mistakes and try to fix it. Previous fight, I injured my leg and cannot show myself in my prime. Today, my first 5-round bout, so I think I can better.
那个莫托夫说，他非常感谢他粉丝们的支持。他说每一场比赛他都觉得他可以打得更好。他上一场比赛中他腿受伤了，所以他说这场比赛没有打得太好，但是他觉得比赛之后看完比赛视频，他能学习他在哪儿要进步。我想问他，他现在好像有机会跟
王少强，
我们的冠军打。他准备好了吗 ？He gets to fight with Wang Xiaoxiang now for the belt in JCK. Is he ready?
Ты будешь биться с чемпионом за пояс. Ты готов?
Конечно, я готов. Я изначально, когда пришел в эту лигу, выиграл бой, на меня обратила лига внимание. Я сразу же понял, что я должен здесь рассчитывать на высокие места, поэтому я готов драться с чемпионом. Просто дайте мне отдохнуть, побыть время с семьей. У меня сейчас сложный период. Подождите немного, я скоро вернусь.
So of course I'm ready. In the beginning, when I start to fight in JCK, my wish was champion belt, nothing more. Just give me a time for the rest to spend my time with my family, and I will show you all my best.
他说一到 JCK 战锤城来之后，他的目标是打冠军金腰带，但是他还想要的，但是他说他希望赛事给他机会休息恢复，再来打。恭喜Negmatov， 恭喜 ，Congratulations。
谢谢，谢谢，这个 for performance，Thank you。